Joining me now is Jim Duncan. He's running for Congress in North Carolina's 2nd Congressional District. He's running against an incumbent, Congresswoman Renee Elmers, a Republican there who, as the longer she stayed in Congress, she went in 2010 on the Tea Party wave and has been less and less a conservative activist member of Congress, a more reliable vote for leadership since she's been there. And Jim Duncan's challenging her. Welcome to the program.
Eric, thank you so very much. It's an honor to be here, and I've got to say it's an honor to be your first endorsement at the Resurgent.
Well, thank you. You are, in fact, the very first endorsement at the Resurgent, and well, I'm hoping we'll be able to rally people to you over time. When is the primary in North Carolina?
It's on March 15th, and we have early voting in North Carolina, so 10 days prior to that, people can start to vote. But I have to tell you, I think you'll get a kick out of this, that when you did endorse us, our webpage literally went off the charts. So thank you very, very much. And if people want to go to Jim for NC, they can do it again and get the activity going once again.
So why are you challenging an incumbent Republican?
Well, I'm a conservative. The district is conservative. And Renee Elmers has delivered a liberal vote. And through just a process of being involved, I'm not a career politician. You might consider me an outsider. I got involved in politics a little over 6 years ago. And, from there was able to build relationships. And her voting record has been a huge disappointment. The strategy that she's embraced has been a failure. And quite frankly, that definition of what it means to be a representative, Representative Elmers has not fulfilled that role at all. So those skill sets that are needed in the district, I have, and I'm prepared for this. I'm ready to do the job.
What would you do differently if you got to Congress?
What we would do different, first of all, is building the relationships within the district. But the voting record, not according to me, but according to conservative organizations like Heritage Action and the Club for Growth, Representative Elmers' voting record is in the 50 percentile. Now, I don't know about you, Eric, but when I went to school, that's a failure. And what we've really missed in the district is Representative Elmers has not brought the voice of the people to Washington. What she's done, and what I would do differently, she's brought the voice of Washington, D.C. back to the district and said, this is what you need to know. This is what you need. This is how you should be acting. This is what's right for you. And that's not how it works.
Well, and so, as a matter of fact, from the immigration fight to the pro-life fight to even the budget fight, that has been one of the chief criticisms of Renee Elmers, is that she's gone back to the people of North Carolina and tried to explain to them the way Washington works and why she can't do certain things, as opposed to going to Washington and explaining the way North Carolina works and the way North Carolina wants to do things.
That's exactly right. And what I've got my ear close to the ground. It's not my will that I'm bringing, or my voice I'm bringing to Washington. It's the voice of the people in the district. And I was really honored by something you said in the endorsement of my campaign. You said I'm a person who will put principles before ambition and promises before party leader demands. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Listen, what can people in Georgia and around the country, Georgia where I am, and the rest of the nation, what can we do to help you get elected?
Well, I would go to my webpage and, spread the word around, number one. Number two, I don't know if you're aware of this, Eric, but yesterday a group defending Main Street, that PAC has announced that they're going to put money into Renee's campaign to try to defeat me. Because I'll tell you right now, we are in the margin of error. We're close. We got them scared, and we have them nervous. So we need more money. That's the mother's milk of a campaign,
right.
and we need it. And so they can't. Your listeners can donate on our webpage, which is jimfornc.com, and that's JIMFORNC.com.
Well, and the Main Street Partnership PAC that's out there that is supporting Renee Elmers, they are a left-wing group. They support open borders. They are pro-abortion. It's just really a terrible group that tells you everything you need to know about Congresswoman Elmers, that she's getting support from a group like that.
Look, they can't outrun Representative Elmer's poor record. It's a failed record. And what they're trying to do with this money in 1 month is try to make up for Renee Elmer's absence in the district over the last 5.5 years. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm knocking on doors. I'm visiting firehouses. I've been to every barbecue place in the district. People know who I am, and they know what my background is, and they know that my purpose is to serve. I want to pass on a torch that was passed on to me. My parents were World War II generation people, the greatest generation. And, I had an awakening, an epiphany a few years ago that says, wait a second. We're not, my obligation of passing that torch along has fallen. So I picked it up, and man, I'm on fire. I'm ready to fight, get the pitchforks out, get the torches out, and I'm going to make a big, big difference for our district.
Well, listen, thanks very much for stopping by, and I will make sure the listeners and readers at the Resurgent and my radio show know about this and direct them to your site, and hopefully we can get you some more money raised and get you over the finish line. Thank you very much.
Thank you. They can go to jimfornc.com. You have a blessed day.
You too.